Hello, and welcome back to my series on this collapsible shelving unit. If you're watching this, you are probably done building your shelf and you're curious about the best accessories, or maybe you're just looking into building it and you want to know everything. So this video is going to be dedicated to my favorite accessories to pair with these collapsible shelves, both in terms of the travel and the display aspect. So this is a 6-foot canopy bag that I use to store the legs, the dowels, and the brace during travel. And then we put a tiny little zipper pouch inside of here with all of the cotter pins and the nuts and bolts. Then for the shelves during travel, we actually just store those inside of our pegboard easel. But if you would like to come up with a storage option for that, the best thing I've been able to think of is like using a belt to strap everything together. I haven't been able to find any bags yet that are the right size. If you squeeze it, everything can fit in this bag, but I tried that and it gets so heavy. Even though you can squeeze it all in here, I wouldn't recommend it. If anything, if you want a bag for these shelves, I would recommend buying a second bag. But keep in mind the shelves are pretty heavy when all four are nested together. So for us, when we unload, we end up taking 2 shelves at a time. Just something to keep in mind. Next up on the travel list, I have these garment bags that I love, and we just use this to travel with the apparel already hung up so that when we arrive at the market, we can just throw it up there real quick and it just goes up in just a second. This is the collapsible tote that I love to use for this display because we clearly take a lot of apparel to markets, and this tote comes up like this. And then as soon as it's emptied, we can just flatten it and move it out of the way. So the only thing that we store in these totes is items that we know for sure will be going out at the market. And then that way, once we have it put out on the shelves, we can just collapse it like this and set it aside until it's time to load up at the end of the day. And that is it on the travel side of things, except I have this one that's kind of a 2-for-1 thing, and it's similar to this blue one in that it comes up into a tote that you can use to store things. So it looks like this, and then it can collapse like this. But we actually keep this under the shelf during our markets. So these are my preferred containers for backstock or overstock of your items that as you sell throughout a market, you need quick access to more product. So we like to keep it under the shelf right there. Unfortunately, this specific one has been discontinued, but I did find a few options that are similar sizing, similar functionality. So I will link those for you guys. Next up on the display aspect is pretty simple. You can see it right here, just some hangers. This is perfect if you want people to be able to shop like they're at an actual store, which they are. A pop-up is an actual store. On the note of hanging things, I take S-hooks with us, and you can use S-hooks to hang things from up here, but the other thing we have done is we've used S-hooks to hang things from the hinge on the side, like if we want an extra spot to put tote bags. If that end is easily accessible by customers and visible, we will hang tote bags up there. And additionally, I will link some other options of S-hooks for you. So there are some that you can buy that are actually for curtains where they're just round with a little clip on it. And then there are S-hooks that have clips on them. So those will be great for smaller hanging things if you're just trying to hang things up here. And then you're also gonna need S-hooks if you decide you wanna put a pegboard up top. And the last bit of things I'm gonna recommend is mainly just for this kind of display. So first up, I have this container of clear alligator clips. These are basically just like really big bobby pins, and I don't have them on here right now because I just set this up real quick, but we use this to clip shirts into place so that they don't fall off of the dowel. We also travel with these stickers. These are just 2-inch by 1.5-inch labels from Avery that I print the price and then the size range on and just paste it right up here. And that way you don't really have to go in and write the price on all of your items. You can just use this, and then we put an apparel prices marked sign right up here. And then last but not least, I love these size stickers for the folded apparel. That way, whenever people are trying to find their size, they're not ruining all of your folding. They can just grab it real quick and find what they're looking for. So those are all of my recommended accessories right now. I know as this shelf gets out in the world more, I'm gonna be seeing people use more and more different kinds of accessories. So if I need to make a second video like this down the line, I definitely will. But until then, I hope this was helpful. And if you are looking to build your own shelf like this, you can find the plans at canyoubelieveit.com/shelf. And I will link all of this stuff in the description. Other than that, if you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! The legs and the brace during travel. Oh my gosh, there's a freaking cricket.